What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all having a bloody awesome week. Today, well, I'm filming this after I film the main video, but today I've got a cool one for you. I'm turning my my Focus into an Audi, as you can tell by the sequential indicators that are going on the car today. This is the second modification I've done to it since having it. The first one was obviously some rear lights and some fog lights. This time, sequential indicators, and I'll tell you what, they look good. So, I am going to show you the process which I had in getting them on. So, a massive shout out to Autobeam for sending them out to me. Really, really appreciate it. They are sick. Honestly, you'll see them in a minute and you'll be like, I need them in my RS, or I need them in my ST. They're awesome, man, honestly. Obviously, my dad's a master technician, well, used to be a master technician for Ford. So, it's a lot easier for me to get work done on my car. So, I just basically asked him to come over and help me fit these pieces because he knows the car better than I probably do. And he obliged very kindly and he came round. But it was freezing cold and it was hard to kind of talk it through. So I filmed a load of stuff. I'm going to voice over it and hopefully you guys will enjoy that and find it slightly useful. We did two ways in basically fitting each wing light mirror thing sequential indicator. And we tried it in two different ways. We tried to unclip the first one just by unclipping the actual current indicator off the side, and then the second one we basically just unclipped the wing cap and it came off much easier. But you will see that in the video following, and I will voice over and give you kind of overview of what the hell was going on at that time. So yes, anyway, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video, and obviously turn on that little bell notifications, and that basically means that you get notified whenever I go live. And we'll go live, post content, you know, the normal shebang. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into the video. Peace. So, I thought I would basically do a voiceover of this in one cut, and I'm not going to bother cutting it down because it's like 6 minutes long, so I thought I'd talk to you about the process. But this is kind of what it looked like prior. Obviously, you've got these bog standard flashy indicator things that the RS comes standard with, and in all honesty, they don't look great. We decided that we would try and remove the indicator by itself using a screwdriver to unclip it, which took a bit of tweaking. They are very tight in. Bear in mind it was very cold as well. Obviously we got the first bit out there, but we did start to discover that we realistically did need to get the wing cap off, if you want to call it, the mirror cap or whatever it is, and we were just struggling to get the last bit unclipped. So yeah, we basically worked our way around this for a little while until the cap decided to fling itself off after we unclipped something just underneath, which you will see in just a minute. But these are very fiddly things, but quite a straightforward job. Realistically, if you do it the way that we're going to show you or see in the end of the video, then that's probably the quickest way to do it. But obviously, you take the bulb out. You don't need a bulb with the new ones. So these ones, the Autobeam ones, basically comes with a bulb and it just connects straight in like that. A bit fiddly. They have a certain way of going in, and if you don't get it right, they will not work, as you will probably see towards the end of the video. And as you can see, my dad was struggling a little bit with this, just trying to get it in place. But easy enough. They do fit in nice and snug. Which is what we all want. We don't want any loose plastic bits, but the worrying bit was, I'd say, don't do this in the freezing cold outside because it's not fun. But there you go, there it is working. We basically set it up, got it working, which was good. There it is compared to the default indicator. And we basically just decided at this point to just put the wing mirror cap back on after we tested it to work. That's something I would advise doing if you are going to do this sort of stuff. And change the sequentials. Make sure that when you are changing the bulbs or taking the bulbs out as such and putting these new LED ones in, make sure that you test the lights before putting the wing mirror cap on, because it will save you a hell of a lot of time if it doesn't work. So yeah, at that point, gave it a nice little clean up. Obviously oily hands and stuff after we'd done some other stuff to the car, like doing tyre pressures and stuff. But it looks really nice. And I think we're just about to go and test it again. There you go, that's what they look like. Very Audi-like as such. And there it is against the standard one again. Standard one does look really boring now, but there you go. This time we decided we would try the first method again. which obviously didn't work too well in the first time. It probably seemed a lot easier on camera than it did. while we were actually there. However, in the end, we decided to just push the wing mirror, well, push the wing mirror glass down, which would enable us to just basically unclip the mirror cap, and made it a hell of a lot easier to actually get the bulb out in the end. As you can see, we were trying to ply away with it because on some of the older Model Fords this was quite an easy thing to do, but obviously with the newer models they've decided to make it a little bit harder. So at this point, I think we decided to basically just do the wing mirror ping off thing. There's a little clip underneath the glass. If you tilt it forward or tilt it down as much as you can, there's a little clip which you can use with a small screwdriver to get it off at the end, and then it just basically pings it off. So it worked quite well. There you go. The bulb comes out. Chuck it in there with the wing mirror cap. And then we get the fresh one in. And we had an issue with this. In just a second you will see. So we plugged it in. It is a very, very awkward fit. But for some strange reason, it didn't want to work. As you can see, it is really bloody fiddly. But I'll tell you what, when they do actually work, they do look amazing. Which we'll see in just a minute. But yeah, they were a bit fiddly as such. So we plopped it back into place. And then we decided to try it with the hazard lights, and we were like, oh, that's great. Obviously you've got to give it a bit of a shunt in to make sure it's nice and stable and clipped in. So we tried the hazard lights. My dad was like, is it working? And I was like, no, got nothing. And he was like, oh, I don't think I pushed the button properly. So we pushed it on again. I was like, no, they're definitely on. So we pushed it again, and they definitely weren't on again. So we turned them off in the end. And it still decided it didn't want to work, so we realised, right, we better do some trouble solving. And basically, it was just the way the connector was. It had to be turned around in a certain way for it to actually work, which is fine. So if you find that the light doesn't work, it's not because it's broke, it's probably just because the connector was put in upside down or in the wrong way. So just move it around a bit and just see how it comes out, because they should work straight out of the box. We did have an issue with this bloody wing mirror cap though. It took us ages to get it back on. Because of the way that the plastic was so cold and brittle, we didn't want to shove it too hard, but it did need a bit of a grunt to get it back into place. So yeah, it was a bit awkward, but it was fun while it lasted, and it took us a bit of time just to get it there. But yeah, as you can see, it was a bit of a struggle just trying to get it back into place. But there we have it. Overall, that's the car. With the new sequential indicators, looking very much like an Audi, hence the title. So yeah, it does look good. So there you have it, guys. There's the sequential indicators turning my Focus RS into an Audi styled car. I'm pretty sure Audi were the ones that started this sequential indicator thing, but they do look bloody cool. So fair play. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found it useful. If you do want to pick up yourself a pair for your ST, your RS, or whatever car you might have, and you want to get these sort of indicators because they look sick, then go check out Auto Beam. The link is in the description, and go and pick yourself some up and get them fitted. Show me your pictures, tag me in them on Instagram, let me know that you bought them, and hopefully we can all see some like sick wing mirror indicators with some sequentials on, because they do look awesome, don't they? So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Give this video a like, share it with your friends, and if you do find it useful, then make sure you hit the notification bell in the top right corner, because that will enable you to see more useful / entertaining content that you might find entertaining. Yes, well, maybe educational at its best. Content in the future. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.